Hi there. Welcome to today's 30-minute yoga class. Today's focus is going to be on a smooth transition into a new season, which is the fall season or autumn. The way we're going to approach this is a couple of ways. One is by focusing through the Chinese medicine approach, the Chinese medicine methodology, which is the fact that the lung meridian can oftentimes go out of balance when we're transitioning from the summer into the fall. The lung meridian runs through our arms, across our chest, and through the other arm. Therefore, in today's class, we're going to focus on working this upper body area, opening up the chest, making sure we use our arms and our forearms and fingers. You're not going to need any props for today's class. It is going to be quite a fast-moving class, so it will be quite active. And let's go on the mat. We're going to start today by sitting down and actually starting off with a breathing exercise. Just get yourself sitting in a way that feels comfortable to you, whether that's cross-legged, with a pillow or a block underneath your sit bones. Perhaps you want to sit on your legs with your knees underneath you and your feet together. And coming together here, just go ahead and make sure the top of your head is pressing up towards the ceiling. Imagine there's a string at the top and somebody is pulling up. Draw your shoulder blades together and down the back, opening up the chest towards the front of the room. You can keep your eyes open or closed, whatever feels comfortable here. And start to draw your attention to your breath. At first, just notice if it's shallow, if it's perhaps deep and slow. Maybe it's a little bit rushed. Maybe you notice that you're breathing through your belly. And maybe you notice that the inhale and the exhale are different lengths. One might be longer than the other. We'll go into an exercise now where we balance the inhales and the exhales. I will count from 6 to 1 for the inhales. And when the counter restarts again, from 6 to 1, then it is time to exhale. And go ahead and take a deep breath in and let it all out. And let's start with an inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let the breath go back to normal. Inhaling and exhaling in whichever way feels most comfortable to you. No need to control the breath anymore. And hopefully with this breathing exercise, your lungs feel like they got a little bit more of deep breath, deep air, that they're ready to take on the new season. Go ahead and lift up your arms up towards the sky. Palms are facing towards me. Open the fingers wide. And we're gonna go ahead and start to close and open the fingers into the palms. Keeping the arms straight up, crown of the head towards the ceiling. And start to speed up a little bit here, opening and closing the fingertips even faster. You'll start to feel the blood flowing into the arms here. See if you can go even faster, opening and closing the palms, the fingers. You might feel lots of sensations here. Keep going, we're almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently, you can bring your arms down, resting them on your thighs, on your knees. You should feel lots of things moving in the arms, in the upper body. Let's go ahead and start to move our shoulders now, drawing them up, together, and down the back. You should really feel the shoulder blades moving together and down the back. Keep going in a pace that feels comfortable to you here. Let's just do 2 more. And then go ahead and meet on our hands and our knees. Bringing your shoulders on top of your hands and your hips on top of your knees. Strongly pressing into the mat. Start walking your hands ahead of you, keeping your hips on top of your knees and starting to melt your chest towards the ground. I like to tend to my fingertips here. And think about opening the chest, bringing the shoulder blades together down the back. This can feel quite intense, so make sure you breathe. Keeping the belly button in towards the spine, kneading the ribs together here, not flaring them open. And gently start to peel your chest up off the mat and walk your hands back so that they're underneath the shoulders. Go ahead and lift your left arm up towards the sky, opening towards the left side of the room. And exhale, bring it down. With the next inhale, right hand goes up towards the sky. Open up the chest to the side. And exhale, bring it down. Inhale, left arm up towards the sky. This time as it's coming down, thread it behind and through the right arm. Palm facing up, and go ahead and come down, bringing your shoulder, that left shoulder, all the way back onto the ground. Left arm can stay tented, the left fingertips tented onto the mat. You should really feel the stretch in the back of the body in between the shoulder blades. Left ear, left side of the head is on the mat. Hips stay facing the mat. Don't start turning that right hip up towards the sky. Bring the right hand back onto the mat, press into it, and come back on your hands and knees. Let's do the other side. Right arm up towards the sky, open up the chest, thread the arm behind the left, lower the right shoulder onto the mat, and rest the head down. Go ahead and tent the left fingertips to support you. Really open up your chest to the left side of the room. Check in with your hips. Are they both facing the mat? Bring your left hand back to the mat, press into it, and rise back to your hands and knees. Go ahead and lower all the way down. I'm going to come into a Sphinx pose. So the front of our body, the front of our hips, the tops of our feet are pressing actively into the mat. The elbows are underneath the shoulders, arms stretched out in front of us, hands actively pressing into the mat. Think here about pulling your chest forward. The shoulder blades are pulling together and down towards the body. And it's almost as if you could also pull your arms, your forearms, towards you. Actively support yourself here. Great. Go ahead and lower all the way back down. Hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, come back onto hands and knees, and push yourself back into a downward facing dog. This is an inverted shape. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart. We're both actively pressing into the mat. Think about sending your hip bones up towards the sky. Look between your hands, bend your knees, and slowly walk your hands to meet your feet to meet the hands. With an inhale, rise, keeping your back parallel to the floor, hands on the shins. Exhale, lower all the way back down. And inhale, rise up, circling the hands up towards the sky, stacking shoulders on top of hips, on top of feet. Inhale, arms up towards the sky. Exhale, bend at the hips, legs to the front of your body. Bend over your lower body. Bring your hands to clasp behind your back, stretch them out, and let them fall over your back. So they're falling towards the front of the room, maybe even pointing towards the floor. Really feel the opening across your chest here. Bring your hands gently back down, plant them on the mat, step one foot back, then the other. Lower your knees and lower the front of your body all the way to the mat. Coming into Cobra, hands remain by the shoulders, shoulder blades together and back. Inhale, rise with your upper body off the mat. Exhale, lower back down, tuck your toes, come onto your knees and back into downward facing dog. Look forward, bend at the knees. This time only the right hand comes in between, the right foot comes in between the hands. We're staying up on our left toes. Left heel is on top of those toes. Whatever feels comfortable here, you can bend into this knee if need be. Right knee stays on top of the right ankle here. Go ahead and clasp the hands again behind your back, pulling them straight and down towards the floor, opening up the chest to the top of the room. Let your hands come back on the floor next to your right foot. Step the right foot back and come back into downward facing dog. Let's do the other side. Bend into the knees. Left foot steps in between the hands. We're staying up on the right toes. Left knee on top of left ankle. Both hips facing forward. Hands clasped behind your back. Pull down, open up the chest. Shoulder blades are pulling together and down the back. Shoulders are pulling away from the ears. Bring your hands back to the mat. Step back into downward facing dog. Look forward and gently walk your feet towards the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Imagine somebody's pulling the crown of your head towards the front of the room. Exhale, bend forward over your legs. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, we come to stand, aligned in one line. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend over your legs. Hands clasped behind the back, opening up the front of the body. Place the hands on the mat and step back. Lower the knees and come all the way down to the mat. Tops of the toes press into the mat, hips as well. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, chest off the mat. Exhale, lower back down. Pull yourself up to your knees and then back into downward facing dog. Go ahead and step your right foot in between your hands and open up so that you're facing the long side of your mat here. We're going to come into a forward fold here. Also opening up our chest. Hands on your hips. Go ahead and slowly begin to melt down towards the mat. Whenever you get a point that feels comfortable to you, clasp your hands behind your back, stretch them out and let them fall forward towards the ceiling, maybe towards the front of the room. Feet are actively pressing into the mat. Gently start to bring the hands back. Bring them to your hips and slowly start to peel your upper body on top of your hips. Let's turn back towards our mats. Place the hands and come back into downward facing dog. Bend the knees, look at the front of the mat, and gently come to stand. Fold it over your legs at the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on the shins. Exhale, bend over your legs. Inhale, rise all the way up. And exhale, we come back into our mountain pose. Stay here facing the front of the mat. I'm just going to switch so I can demonstrate a little bit better. Pick up your right leg and start to bring that knee in towards your body. Go ahead and place it behind and to the outside of your left leg, your left foot. Right hand comes up towards the sky. Take your left hand around your right wrist and start to pull it towards the right corner of the room. Towards the left corner of the room, apologies. You should start to feel the stretch on the right side of your body. Try to really open up the chest towards the top of the room. Gently bring your upper body stacked on top. Start to shift your weight into the left leg. Bring the right knee in towards our body again. This time, crossing it on top of the left, bending into both knees. Maybe you find that the right ankle also crosses behind the left shin, the left calf. Bring your hands out towards the front of the mat, elbows in line with the shoulder. Right arm goes underneath the left. And here you can grab your shoulders, or if you want, you can keep them straight in front of you, trying to clasp the palms together. You should feel this really nice stretch in the back of your shoulder blades here. Gently unravel the arms, unravel the feet, step that right foot all the way back into our plank pose. Lower the knees and lower all the way down. Let's go into our cobra. Arms pushing into the floor. Rise the chest off the mat. Elbows pulling towards the body. Lower down, tuck your toes, and pull back into downward facing dog. Go ahead and bend into the elbows and put the forearms on the floor. So we're really coming into our dolphin pose here. This can be quite intense. Elbows are magnetizing towards each other. Think about also magnetizing them towards your body. So really pulling and opening your chest forward. And the arms, the palms are really actively pressing into the mat. Great. Gently start to return to your downward facing dog. Look at the front of the mat, bend into the knees, and gently fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, straight back. Exhale, bend forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. We're stacking our body in one straight line. Let's do the other side. This time, our left leg comes up. We're stepping it behind and on the outside of our right leg. Left arm towards the sky, right hand around the left wrist. Opening the chest towards the sky, feeling the stretch, this time in the left side of our body. Gently bring your arms down. Start to shift the weight into the right leg. Pull the left leg in front of you. Bend into both knees. Stack the left thigh on top of the right. Maybe even cross that ankle with the shin. This time, with the arms, left arm comes underneath the right. You can cross here and hold the shoulders, or if it feels comfortable, keep the shoulders in line with the elbows, and the palms are working towards each other. Unravel the arms, unravel the legs, and step that left leg back towards the mat, followed by the right, coming into our plank pose. Lower the knees, Lower the front of the body. Coming into cobra, raise the chest off of the mat. Lower back down. Bend into the toes. And come back into downward facing dog. We're almost there. Let's do our final dolphin pose for the day. Look forward between your hands. Slowly lower one forearm, followed by the other. The forearms here should be about shoulder width apart, not too wide, not too close together. Think about pulling your chest forward in between your hands. No cranking of the neck. We're staring down at the mat here. Keep breathing. Actively push the mat away with your arms. Great. Lower the knees all the way down. And let's come to lie down on our belly. Bring one ear to the mat. Let your arms rest beside your body, palms facing up. Just take a breath here. It has been quite a bit of movement this class in our upper body. I'm going to go ahead and close it off with 2 more gentle stretches. Go ahead and take your left arm in line with your shoulder, palm facing down. You can tent your right hand onto the floor next to your shoulder. Pick up that right foot and start to peel off that whole right side off of the body, off of the mat, starting to sort of roll over your left shoulder, stopping at the point in which your right foot comes to meet the mat behind the left leg. You can rest your head down here. Keeping that right hand tented on the floor to support you. You should really feel the stretch in that left shoulder. Gently begin to bring the right side of your body back on the mat. Let's do the other side. This time, right hand goes out in line with the shoulder, palm facing down. Start to tense your left fingertips and roll over, peeling off that left side of the body off of the mat. Our left fingertips are supporting us, and so is this left foot. Great, gently start to peel your left side of your body back down onto the mat. And go ahead and roll over so that you're on your back. We're gonna go ahead and do a light twist here. You can go ahead and cross your legs or just let them fall to one side or the other. Let them fall to the right side to begin with. Both shoulder blades are on the mat. You can even extend your left arm out and look to the left side. The right hand can come to gently point the legs down towards the floor. Gently bring your neck in line. And with your right arm, you can help your legs also back in line. And let's do the other side again. Cross the legs or just let them fall over to the left. Both shoulder blades are on the ground. Extend the right arm out. Left hand can gently guide the legs down towards the floor. And if it feels comfortable in your neck, you can look towards your right hand. Gently look up towards the sky and come to Shavasana. Extending our legs out, our arms next to our body, releasing everything. Feeling how the ground supports us here. Feeling any changes, any movement in the body from this 30-minute class. Gently, you can start to wiggle your hands, fingertips, your toes. When you feel ready, roll over to one of your sides and use that left hand to push yourself back up to a seat. I wanted to thank you for joining me for today's class. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this class helps support you in your transition from summer into fall. We really move the body, add some heat both into our upper body and our lower body a little bit as well. And of course, as always, you can come to this practice whenever you feel like you need it. Thanks again for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.